Good day, class. So we have this question to solve. If 2 is the root of the quadratic equation x squared minus open bracket p over 2 close the bracket x minus 1 equals to 0, find the value of p and other root. Now solution. So in this case now, the first thing students need to understand is we normally have two roots of the equation, and we are given one now out of the two. So which means we are to find the value of p and also the second root of the equation. Now let's write the equation out. We have x squared minus this x now, x into bracket p over 2 minus 1, everything equals to 0. So the first root we are given, it will now be when root is what? Is 2. So we will substitute 2 to represent x. Whenever we have x, we represent it with 2. So we now have it to be 2 raised to power 2 minus 2 into bracket p over 2 minus 1 equals to 0. So having done that, the next thing we are going to do now is we are going to open the bracket. Now we have 2 square, it means 2 times 2. So we have 4 minus. Now this 2 now, are we together? What we have here is as good as 2 over 1 times p over 2. Let me write it like this for you. 2 over 1 times p over 2. Are we together? And when you have it like this now, minus 1 equals to 0. So these 2 can easily cancel this. So we now have it to be 4 minus p minus 1 equals to 0. As we have it, then we collect like terms. It will now equals to 4 minus 1 minus p equals to 0. So now 4 minus 1 now will give us what? 3 minus p equals to 0. So then when you take your 3 to the other side, we have minus p equals to minus 3. We multiply all through by minus 1. Then it will now give us p equals to 3. So that's the value of our p now. So we have gotten the value of p. Then the next thing we are going to find now is other root. So now, for us to now get our other root now, when p is 3, so which means we now go back to the equation. So we say to find other root. So we now have the equation to be x squared minus x into p over 2 minus 1, everything equals to 0. So, and you know we have gotten the value of our p to be what? To be equals to 3. So now we will now substitute the value of our p into the equation. So we now have it to be x squared minus x into our p is 3. 3 over 2 minus 1 equals to 0. So we have the equation already. So what we are now going to do now is this 2 now is fraction. You understand? So for us to clear the fraction here, we are now going to multiply what? Everything by 2. So we say multiply all through by 2. So it will now give us 2 times x squared minus 2x open bracket 3 over 2 minus 1 times 2 equals to 0 times 2. So now in this case now we have 2x squared, are we together, minus this 2 now we cancel this 2. So it will now give us x times 3, 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Do you understand that now? So now what we now have now, we now have quadratic equation. So once we have quadratic equation now, so there are so many methods of solving quadratic equation. If the question is factorizable, you can use factorization method. If it's not factorizable, then use quadratic formula or almighty or completing the square method. So you choose any one that you know best. So as it is now, so without wasting much of our time, let's go for quadratic formula. So now we now say by using quadratic formula. So quadratic formula states that x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac everything over 2a. So once you have the formula to be like that, you will now go back to your equation. You identify the variable, the coefficient of x squared. So now, here now, our a equals to what? A equals to what? 2. Then b equals to what? Minus 3. And c equals to what? Minus 2. So then those are the values we are going to substitute now. So x equals to our b, which is minus 3. So and then we have minus b. Minus times minus will turn to plus. So we have 3 plus or minus square root of b square now, which means minus 3 raised to power 2 minus 4. Our a, the value of our a is 2. Then the value of our c is minus 2. Everything all over 2a, that is 2 times 2. So now x equals to 3 plus or minus square root of minus 3 times minus 3 will give us plus 9. Minus 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. And minus times minus will give us plus. So we have 16. Are we together now? Everything over 2 times 2, which is 4. X equals to 3 plus or minus square root of 9 plus 16. So that's 25. 25 all over what? 4. Now x equals to 3 plus or minus square root of 25 is what? 5. Everything over 4. Now x equals to now 3 plus 5 over 4 or 3 minus 5 over 4. You know, because of plus or minus, so we have to split it into 2. Now x equals to 3 plus 5, 8 over 4 or 3 minus 5, that's 2 minus 2 over 4. So x equals to 4 here 1, 4 here 2. So when you have 2 over 1, it's as good as 2. Or 2 here 1, 2 here 2. So you have minus 1 over 2. No, so now, as we now have it to be 2 or minus 1 over 2, and we are asked to find two things from the question. The first one, we have to find the value of p. We have gotten that to be 3. And we also have to ask to find other root. So we were given, the first root we were given is 2. So that is the 2 that we are given now. So the second root now that we are asked to find is minus 1 over 2. Are we together? So you will now conclude that the other root is minus 1 over 2. So that's the answer. So kindly help us like it, share it, download it, and please help us subscribe to our YouTube channel. Knowledge of mathematics is important to each and every one of us because it's what we are practicing on a daily basis. Bye.